9:19, everybody. So just when we thought the New York Comedy Festival couldn't get any bigger or better, it recently announced its upcoming return to Big Apple this November for its 21st annual show.
The biggest names in comedy will take over the most iconic venues throughout the city for hundreds of shows over the course of just 10 days. And here to tell us more about what we can expect from this year's festival is founder and comedian Caroline Hirsch. So welcome back, Caroline. Great to have you here.
Yeah.
Nice to be back. Thank you.
Yeah, so you celebrated a huge milestone last November, 20 years.
20 years, and this is the 21st coming
go.
up, November 7th through the 16th. We probably will have over 300 shows around the city.
Wow.
We just made the first announcements of the big theater shows right now. So we're real happy, and tickets go on sale today.
Ooh.
So
We got some big names.
Bigger
Louis
and better.
C.K., Margaret Cho, Stephen Colbert are some of the headliners.
Yolande Sponder, Margaret Cho, did you say that? Alex Edelman, Trevor Wallace.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to NewYorkComedyFestival.com, you will see the lineup that we have there, and tickets have blown out already. So
wow.
you need to go on today to get more tickets.
Act now.
And we will be adding shows. We have
Yeah.
in about 4 weeks, 6 weeks from now, we add a whole bunch of other shows that come online. So it's-
And not just big headliners, you have some up-and-comers, don't
Right.
you?
we do, and one of our featured shows is New York's Funniest, which we will announce, and we'll be doing at the Hard Rock Hotel, which has a wonderful venue, and they're a sponsor of the festival. And we took all of the Caroline shows that we used to do at my club, and we brought it there to the Hard Rock.
Yeah, really good stuff. You know, because it's so important to include the rising voices in the comedy scene, because that's what you were all about, kind of discovering the new talent. Yeah, the headliners are great, right? But there's the next generation that you're looking for.
Absolutely. I mean, that's how we worked with Jon Stewart. Michael Che came out of the festival. Ned Bargatze came out of New York.
Oh, Nate
wow.
New York's
Bargatze.
Funniest, Ricky Perez, Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people came out of that.
I
was-
didn't realize
it's
Nate
really a
Bargatze,
great-
yeah, I mean, he blew up
Love
too.
him.
It's a great place for emerging talent. It
Yeah.
really is.
Is there anybody that you think is really like the next big thing? Anyone?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we worked
Some
with
of them?
Jamie Wolf last year, and keep an eye on him. I mean, he's a rising talent. He'll be back again this year in the festival. So, you know, we see so many people come through, and the next group of shows that we do announce really has more of the emerging talent in that. So,
Yeah. I mean, and it's all about New York, right? So you're showcasing some of the big venues, obviously Madison Square Garden, Carnegie. Who's playing Carnegie?
Alex Edelman is playing Carnegie Hall.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's a good one. And the Basement Yard is playing Madison Square Garden.
Nice.
So there are tickets for that. So go online and get that one.
How much has comedy changed, do you feel, from when you first started showcasing some of these talents to what it is now?
Well-
Because sometimes you think, like, how can you come up with anything more funny? And then it's somebody new with a different way to be funny.
Well, that's what the whole thing is
Yeah.
how do you make it a different way to be funny and have your own voice? But look, when I started out with Caroline's, maybe there were 20 headliners. Today, I mean, it's huge. It is just huge. That created a wave of young people, you know, from watching Comedy Central, you know, seeing, you know, young people wanting to do what Jon Stewart did.
Yeah.
So there's a whole new group of people coming out of that.
It's nice to see more and more women, too.
Oh, we have lots of women in
Yeah.
the festival. Yeah.
I mean, because you look, I mean, just logging on to Netflix, for example.
Exactly.
Right? You kind of scroll through and you see so many different comedy specials that you're like, well, who the heck's this person now? But it's great to see so many new voices. Do you ever look back on your career too, because you are such a force in the comedy world, especially in New York City, and say like, well, I did that.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Actually, I watch TV and I see, oh, who's writing on that show? Who's doing this stand-up?
Yeah.
You know, everybody that I worked with over the years. So also, you know, a lot of those voices went on to create shows.
Yeah.
A lot of those voices were writing on shows or directing shows. So
Yeah, it's not only the name, the big name.
You know, it was almost like 42 years ago or more, you know, that I started that club. And it was just when the culture was changing. David Letterman was going on the air at 12:30 at night and created this whole slew of, you know, what we call the old guard now. And, you know, and it's led to, like, you know, like in the festival, we have over like 300 comedians performing at one time. So it's been a great ride.
Yeah.
And
great.
so do you have some other shows leading up to November?
No, it's pretty much those
November.
shows that we're doing there. But, you know, we do stand-up, we do improv, we do great panel discussions, we do galas where we celebrate people. So we have a whole bunch of things lined up, you know, for that big 10 days. So the festival used to be a week, and now
Yeah.
it's 10 days.
I know.
When you
'cause
talk
got-
about panel, oh, sorry. What were you
Go
gonna
ahead,
say?
go ahead.
No, when you talk about panel discussions, what kind of things do you talk about?
Well, we'll talk about, you know, the state of comedy, where we're going, what new shows are being created, how we got there, you know, analyzing jokes. So we have these panel discussions that we'll be doing at the Hard Rock
Yeah.
Hotel.
Nice.
It's amazing because, you know, at the end of the day, everybody just wants to laugh.
Yes.
We all just want to laugh. That's the universal nature of it all. Thank you for what you do, Caroline. You're amazing. Continuing it on for 21 years. We'll see you next year for the 22nd.
Okay.
Come on back, okay?
Okay.
And you can get your tickets at the general public. They go on sale Monday, July 21st, 11 a.m. on nycomedyfestival.com. You can check out their website for pre-sale. She's talking about the pre-sale, which it sounds like they're going quick.